Or this POV in the morning at Seoul University. Guy, please, I'm sorry, crying. Jimin, you bloody fool, how dare you come in my way, huh? He said, being angry while holding the guy's collar. Guy, I accidentally bumped into you. Scared. Jimin, whatever. He said while rolling his eyes and pushed that guy harshly, and he fell on the floor and said, Jimin, don't ever dare to show me your ugly face. Taeyang, Jimin. He looked back and saw his best friend Taeyang standing there. They both hugged each other. Jimin, nothing, let's go. He said while placing his hand on his shoulder. They both walked towards the ground and saw there were some other students too. But as they saw Jimin was coming near them with his friend, so they all went from there, as they were afraid of him, cause he is the bad boy of the college. They both sat in a corner while looking around, and suddenly Jimin said, Jimin, where is that brat? Taeyang, he is on the way. Then suddenly someone called them from back. Jungkook, Hyung, he said while smiling, and they both also smiled back. Jimin, where were you? Jungkook, nothing, Hyung. You know your ex? He nodded. She is being clumsy to me now. So I thought to, having that, and they all understand his meaning. They all were talking, then suddenly Jungkook's eyes went to someone. Jungkook, Hyung, look there. Who she is? He said, being amused. Taeyang and Jimin also see in that direction and saw a lady yet young. They all three were staring at her for a minute. Jimin looked at her from head to toe, and his eyes stuck in her slim waist. Jimin, hot. This word unknowingly came from his mouth. Taeyang and Jungkook looked at him with wide eyes and asked, Taeyang, Jimin, don't tell me you're going to get a chance on her. Jimin, of course, Tae. How can I leave this beautiful? Smirking. Jungkook, Hyung, why you always? You never give us a chance. He said, being dramatic. Jimin, you brat, this is your age to study. Do I complain to auntie? Jungkook, Hyung. Jimin took out his phone and took some pictures of her. Jimin, by the way, what is she wearing? Jungkook, Hyung, don't you even know that? It's an Indian outfit. Jimin, oh, means she is also an Indian. They both shrugged his shoulders. Jimin saw she was approaching a guy, and he doesn't like the fact that she talks to any other guy, so he thought about going towards her before saying, Jimin, boys, wait for me, okay? He said while winking at them, and they also do the same while smiling in excitement. Jimin looked at her from behind and wasn't able to wait for more to see her face, as he didn't even see her. He noticed that she was going to ask something from the guy, but Jimin glared at the guy and signed him and signaled him to leave. With his dangerous eyes, and without wasting a second, he left and she got confused. Today is my first day in Seoul University, cause I'm new here. I don't know where's the principal room was, so I approached a guy to ask him, but he didn't even listen to me and walked from there. Jimin, do you need any help, Miss Beautiful? He said, and you turned back. As you turned, he forgot everything after seeing your face. He got amused by your beauty. One, huh? I mean, can you tell me where the principal room is? I already got late. Jimin, sure. He said while smiling, and you smiled too. He took you towards the principal, and you walked behind him. Suddenly your feet slipped, and you were about to fall. But before he held you by your waist, and don't know why his heartbeat got fast. It's not like he never gets close to other girls, but he feels something different with you. You both looked at each other and your eyes widened. You hurriedly try to stand properly, but his grip on your waist is a little tight. You looked at him, but he was lost somewhere. After a few minutes, he said, Jimin, are you okay? He said, well, seductively. Wine, yes, thanks for your help. Jimin, I would love to help you. He said while murmuring. Wine, shall we go? I got late. Jimin, sure. He left you in front of the principal room and you hurriedly walked inside. Taeng and Jungkook. Hyung, what's up? Where's our soon-to-be sister-in-law? Jimin, are you guys crazy? He said as he got annoyed. Jungkook, no Hyung, we are totally fine. But I think you are going crazy for her. Jungkook, the Park Jimin helped someone. Nah, there must be something going on in your mind. He asked while smirking. Jimin, shut up, there's nothing like that. Jungkook, oh, then what about that we show you in the ground and the sister-in-law in your arms, huh? Jimin, are you guys jealous of me, huh? Jungkook and Taeyong, why would we? In fact, we are happy that the first time you are going behind a girl. Otherwise, we always see girls behind you. Taeyong, so finally, Jungkook, you have a chance to flirt with other girls from our college. Jungkook, yeah, you're right, Young. Finally. They both went from there after teasing Jimin. Jimin in mind, God, what is this? Why am I just thinking about her? Who is she? And her slim waist? Her damn. Jimin, how dare you sit on my seat, huh? Class student. Jimin, he's new, so he didn't know. Jimin, then why don't you all inform him, huh? Taeyang and Jungkook, leave him, Jimin. Jimin was glaring at the guy while holding his collar. Then suddenly they heard someone's voice and all looked in that direction. What's going on here? Everyone, please take your seat. I have to tell you something. All the students went to their seat while Jimin was just kept staring at the person. Excuse me? Won't you want to sit? You said while looking at Jimin. He came out from his imagination before sitting with his friends. Taeyang and Jungkook. Jimin, what is she doing here? Whisper. Jimin, like I know, right? He said, being annoying. So students, I'm here to inform you that from today I'm your English teacher. My name is Ryan. So now starts our class. You introduce yourself to the class while Jimin, who was completely lost in you. One, everyone please take out your books. Everyone take out his books except Jimin, cause he isn't here to study. One, you, where is your book? You said while pointing towards Jimin. Everyone got shocked cause never ever a teacher has the guts to say something to Jimin cause he is the most famous businessman's son and his father is also the trustee of this college and that's why everyone is afraid of him. Jimin, I don't bring my book. One, are you even serious? You came here without any book, huh? You were scolding him and he just kept listening to you. It made everyone shocked cause he never listened to anyone, nor his parents too. One, what's your name, huh? Jimin. Jimin, Park Jimin. He said while looking at her with his perverted eyes. One, so Mr. Park Jimin, don't forget to bring your book from the next time. Jimin, sure, Professor Wan. he said while smiling. You were taking a lecture, but suddenly you noticed Jimin was not focusing. Instead, his focus was somewhere else. And when you see his eyes direction, then you saw he was looking at your waist, which is clearly visible to him. Wine, Jimin, Jimin. He didn't listen to you as he was lost, so you went near his desk and slammed your hand on his desk while shouting his name once again. Wine, Jimin, Jimin. Yeah, yes, miss. I'm Professor Wine. Wine, where is your mind, huh? Why aren't you focusing on the board? Jimin, I was, miss. I was focusing on where I have to, he said, and unknowingly his eyes went to your waist again. He looked your belly button cause it was standing right in front of him. Wine, Jimin, get up, you shouted. Jimin, but what happened, Professor Wine? Wine, don't talk back, standing like that until I finish my lecture. Jimin, fine. It's not even a big deal for the beautiful like you. He whispered near your ear and your cheeks heated up. Wine, meet me in my office after my lecture. I want to talk to you. You said being angry yet confused, cause this is the first time to face a student like him. Jimin, why not? He said while smiling, and you also gave him a fake smile. Time skip after 1 hour. Wine. So, class, if you have any question, then you can ask me. Jimin, yes, Professor Wine. He raised his hand, and you got confused. Cause he didn't even focus on the lecture, and now he has questions. Wine, yes, Jimin. Jimin, miss, how old are you? And do you have any boyfriend? Smirk. Your eyes widen after what he asked you in front of all. Wine, Jimin. You signed before answering him. I'm 25. Wine, about your second question? It's related to my personal life, so yeah, I can't tell. He avoided second question, but other students have requested you. Wine, okay, fine, I'm single. Don't talk and focus on your studies. And you, meet me in my office right now. You see her glaring at him and he smirked. He walks behind you and goes to your cabin. He put your stuff on the table before looking at him and said, Wine, Park Jimin, the son of most famous businessman, right? He nodded, and he was also confused as to how you know about him. Jimin, how do you know about it, Professor Wine? Wine, well, who doesn't know you, huh? Such a spoiled brat. You say while taking 2 steps closer to him, and he moved back in nervousness. Jimin, what are you doing, miss? Wine, take these assignments and complete them by tomorrow. You said while giving him some papers and he chuckled. Jimin, are you serious, Professor Wine? Cause Park Jimin has no need to do any kind of homework or assignment. He said while smiling. Wine, oh, are you in real, Mr. Park Jimin? Cause in my class, I have my own rules and you have to do it. Jimin, are you ruling over me, Professor Wine? He said near your ear. Wine, not yet, but if I need that, then surely I will. Jimin, it's okay, I don't mind if you will rule over me. By the way, I forgot to tell you something. He said while looking at your waist and made you confused. Jimin, you have a pretty mole on your... And I really liked your belly button. You did something to me, Professor Wine. He said and walked out from there, leaving you completely confused. Wine, God, he isn't real. He's flirting with his own professor. Next day, You were walking through the library while you had some books in your hands and you were in a hurry. One, you whimpered as you were about to fall. Your eyes were closed as you can feel that someone saved you by holding your waist. But later you got confused after hearing the person. Jimin, looking so perfect in my arms, he whispered. You looked at him with wide eyes before parting away from him. Wan, what are you doing here? Jimin, why? Can't I come to the library, huh? Miss, can I ask you something? Wan, what? He looked at you in disbelief. Okay, ask what? Jimin, so what is this you were wearing, huh? As if he said while pointing towards your dress. Wan, you mean this dress? Jimin, Wan, it's a sari. Jimin, oh, you know I like this. He said while staring at your waist. Wan, huh? Jimin, I'm in this dress, Professor Wan. Wan, did you complete your assignment? Jimin, why not? He said while taking out the assignment from his bag as the papers are tucked behind his back. Wan, that's great. You said while looking at the assignment. Jimin, miss, do all Indian girls wear sari? Wan, no, it's not necessary. I wear it cause I like to wear traditional dresses. Jimin, I really admit Professor Wan. You are really beautiful. Wan, don't you think it's wrong to flirt with your professor? Jimin, is it? I don't think so. He said while whispering near your ear and walked out from the library with you. Author's POV. It's been a month since you were teaching in this university, and Jimin, who was never left a chance to flirt with you. And sometimes you also got shy by his talks, and you already got to know that he is the bad boy of the college. But since you were noticing him, he's not bullying anyone, cause maximum times he was just roaming around you. And yeah, sometimes you also like him by his cute nature and his flirty tones. A normal day in the morning, Jimin was sitting on the ground with his friends as he was waiting for his professor's arrival. And after some time, you came to the college as your usual timing. Your eyes went towards Jimin as he was daily waiting for you. You smiled at him and walked inside, where Jimin, who was just got mad by your smile. He was about to walk behind you, but suddenly he heard some guys who were commenting on you while looking at you with his disgusting eyes. Jimin, how dare you look at her? What are you talking about her, huh? He said while holding a guy's collar who was commenting on you. Guy, why are you overreacting, Jimin, huh? I just called her and it's not like that she's your girlfriend or something. Jimin, how dare you say those words for her, huh? He said while punching him non-stop, and other ones was trying to stop him, but he just lost his control and mercilessly punched him. Then Taeff and Jungkook thought to tell you about that. Taeyang, Jimin, stop. One, what's going on here? You gasped after looking at the guy who was covered with his own blood. One, Jimin, what is this? Leave him. One, Jimin, I said stop. You say while walking near him, but he didn't listen, and you just slapped him, and everyone got shocked, including Jimin. One, are you out of your mind, huh? Look, what you did. You said being angry while Jimin was looks into your eyes. His eyes got teary yet red cause he never expected that you would slap him. He went from there in anger. Taeyang and Jungkook, Professor Ryan, why did you slap him? Do you even know why he punched him? Cause they all are commenting bad on you. Taeyong, you did wrong, Professor Wine. He was doing this just for you. Wine, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I thought he was bullying him. You went inside the college to find him as you made a mistake. It's been 5 minutes since you were finding him, but then you saw him in an empty classroom. You went near him, where he was sitting on the bench. Wine, Jimin, you see while sitting near him, but he moved away. Wine, I'm sorry. You see while holding his hand, but he yanked. Jimin, leave me alone. He said while turning to the other side. Wine, no, first listen to me. You said and again held his hand. Wine, look at me. He didn't react. I said, look at me, Jimin. Then he slowly looks at you, and you see his eyes were red and he was crying. Wine, you were crying? You said and wiped his tears with your hands. Wine, I'm sorry to slap you. You said while looking at him, but he didn't say anything. Wine, won't you forgive your Professor Wine? Jimin, no, now leave me alone. Wine, no, I will not go until you forgive me. Jimin, fine, then I'm going. He said and was about to walk away, but before you pushed him and pinned him near a wall. And you also don't know why you do this, cause you just wanted his forgiveness, as he always helps you. First he got shocked, but later he got impressed by your action, as he never thought you could be this wild. Only he knew how he controlled himself, especially when you were near him. He already forgives you, but wanted to trouble you. Jimin, what are you doing, Professor Wine? He said like he was shocked, but from inside he was enjoying this. Wine, please, why are you so stubborn, huh? You said while looking at him, feeling guilty. Jimin, okay, I will forgive you, but I have a condition. Wine, what? You got confused, but then suddenly he put his hand around your waist and flipped before casing you in between his arms and the wall. You looked at him with wide eyes as this was all new for you. His closeness made you nervous and made your heart beat fast. Van, Jimin, shh. He put his finger on your lips while smirking. Jimin, you're so tempting, Professor Van. And that's because I already forgive you, but I want something in return. He said while whispering near your ear. Van, what? You asked as you were already nervous. Jimin, Professor Van, I don't know when and why, but I fall for you. I truly love you since the day I saw you for the first time. And will you be my girlfriend? Please? One. Do you know, Jimin? What are you saying? Jimin, yes, I know, Professor Wan. I love you. Wan, Jimin, I'm older than you. Jimin, I don't care. Don't you like me, huh? I have everything to give you. Wan, you spoiled brat. I don't need anything from you. I just want someone who loves me. Jimin, I will love you for the rest of your life. Just give me a chance. He said while placing his forehead on yours. Fine, okay, I give you a chance. You said and put your hand around his neck. You both were really close to each other, even though you can feel each other's heartbeats. He pulled you close by your waist and caressed it before looking at your lips and asked, Jimin, can I? You nodded with a soft smile. Then he kissed your lips and you also responded to him with the same passion. He kissed your waist in between and in between the kiss and looked at your waist after breaking the kiss and said, "The end."